The following is rated F for fairness. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Welcome to the audio show.
So there's two different parts when it comes to Skitland. What you should do versus what is actually done. Right? And, as much as we want to see, something done, when it comes to Kai and Shayla, we're back. We're back to the same old, same old. Anthony's back over Shayla. She's not really complaining. That's all she wants. So she doesn't really care. In other words, the whole safety foolishness that she was talking about and the whole kidnapping that we were talking about. Sure. Could it constitute? Possibly. We're at the same place. Let's go.
I'm glad we have some understanding, Anthony. Honestly, as a grown man, you knew better than to take my baby out the state. And I believe that you know now what you did and not to do that again. So I'm glad we got that out the way. Because I know.
So in other words, Shayla was basically playing police to decide as to, bring Kai back. Knew not to take the baby out the state. To play police, basically. That's what I'm hearing from her.
Sometimes people have to try you and you got to show them before they actually have some respect for you.
Respect. Shayla, you know good and well nothing was going to happen to Kai.
Sorry about that, Anthony.
What's it about?
It's about me as a mother not knowing my baby, that's not even 2 yet, went out the state. What? You know that's not right.
All right, so all of this sounds plausible, right? And if it was you, like the regular mother out there, it makes sense. You know what I mean? It makes sense, a man like me who has not legitimized the child or having a custody order shouldn't do it. But it's Shayla. So all of this that she's saying, she's just saying it because, of course, it sounds good coming from her lips. That's what I'm getting out of it. It's not as serious as she's talking about it. Because if it was, Anthony would not be over here on her doorsteps. Normally when these things happen, the father don't even get a chance to come around. But Anthony's still there. It's about controlling Anthony. That's what it's about.
Okay. I could have told you. But I guess deep down in my heart, I knew you were going to act exactly how you acted.
Okay, well, you could at least ran it past me. Just because you don't think I would agree with something doesn't mean you don't do that.
No, just don't do it. Just don't act like that. When we were driving to the airport and I dropped Denisha and Kai off at home and I was taking the rental car back, I was thinking, I realized you don't really have any respect for me. Because of your actions, going up in a person's party, showing your behind like that. And not only do you not respect me, it seems like at some point you don't even respect yourself. Like I said, you knew Kai was in good hands.
Did I?
Yeah, you know that. You never hear him in the background screaming or crying or whatever the thing is. Plus, you spoke with the father and the father told you where he was. So you knew that the kid was in good hands. You know what I mean? You knew that the kid was perfectly fine. What you did was throw a fit. Throwing a fit and the kid being in good hands is two different things. Right? You never say, okay, well, let me get a wellness check. You flew there yourself. In fact, when you went there, you never said, let me call the police and kind of let the authorities handle it. You handled it yourself. So, you know you was in good hands. To be very fair.
I didn't know where my baby was. You wouldn't tell me. And you sitting here playing the victim.
I
don't
told you.
respect myself.
I told you where he was.
So I guess the disrespect is mutual.
Shayla, you may think you know disrespect, but you have no idea. You think I made it in business the way I have by letting people disrespect me, letting people try me?
I don't know how you have made it in business because of whatever, Anthony. I honestly don't know. When it comes to the business part, I'm still at a loss for words in the business. Because, okay, let me work it out. If what you're saying is true, then it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense why Shayla is able to get off and get away with all of this. How it is you have no custody rights, or you don't have no rights. That doesn't make sense. If what you're saying is true and the business part of you is, and yes, and I didn't get this far business wise because I allow people to do this and allow people to do that, then that part would have been taken care of. So it don't make any sense to me at all. So I hear you, but it don't sound right. It don't sound right.
I don't try to bring that into my personal. But I guarantee you, it can go there. And if you don't believe me, ask your friend Amber. She really thinks she's gonna get 50% of what I got? Nah.
You may want to leave Amber out of this because the 50% part for Amber is a little bit different, right? It's a little bit different. I'm not quite certain. You don't know yet if you're going to win. You know what I mean? You don't know yet how much. You don't know yet how much you're going to get. So I would kind of leave that part, just push that. I would shelf that. The thing with Amber, I would shelf that. But okay, all right.
Because I've battled bigger and better sharks than you are. So if you think that you've seen disrespect, I don't have to put my hands on you. I don't have to call you out your name. But I promise to you, keep playing with me. I will make you hate your entire life.
Man, I don't know. I'm not sold, Anthony, on the tough persona. I'm not sold on the tough persona. I'm gonna tell you why I'm not sold on the tough persona, because I would even be talking to Shayla. Why is he not in the court? I don't understand it, unless it's some plan of his. But what is the plan though? Paying more monies to Shayla, right? And having as little as possible, what you call it now? This is what I'm saying with it. By having Kai right now, okay? Anthony's on the hook for the monies. That's the deal. But he's paying way more now than he would pay in child support. And he has way less control over Kai now than he would if he went to custody. So I don't see the strategy. I don't see this big business persona strategy. So maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I've missed it. And you out there in the audience can see it, because sometimes you all can see things that I can't see. If y'all see something different, y'all tell me, because maybe Onil is just blind to it.
Well, since you're so crazy in business and in life, make sure you work hard so you can pay for your son's second birthday party. I ran up a crazy tab. It's going to be a beautiful party. That's where you need to put your energy towards your son. Okay? Thank you. And the rent. Make sure you have the rent too. I don't want to have to ask for that. Let's just go ahead and get all this moved out.
So she basically rough him up for pay the rent and pay for your party, basically. But he didn't get this far in business to allow people to disrespect him and to do different things to him. Look here, I'm just hoping that he shows me better than he can tell me. Because right now he's just telling me and he's not showing me. He need to show me better than he can tell me. I want to Anthony Moasi. I'm one of the ones in the audience who really want to see what's going on. I really want to see. I'm honest with you. I don't know, sir. I don't know. I don't trust it. I just really want to see. Go ahead and show me. Show me.
Shayla, that rent, this is nothing to me. It's like a parking ticket to me.
Exactly. So pay it every month. That'll be due.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, because you don't have anyone to pay it anymore.
I have you.
Yeah, just you and my son by yourselves in this house. But I'll pay it. I will pay it.
Nothing. After all of what happened yesterday, he goes over there, and this is exactly what we get. What we get is him talking and talking and talking and talking to Shayla until Anthony goes to the court and he actually has some rights and some control. I don't see him winning. It sounds good. He's saying he's winning because that's what he's saying. He's saying, "Hey, I'm winning," but but it's like a paper win to me. You can't have as little control and you're paying more money than you would normally pay and still be, whatever it may be. Because okay, if you went to child support, you're gonna pay based on that little grid. Could they do a varying amount? They could, based on his income, because he makes like what? He makes like $3 million per year. That's what he said to his lawyer. So what they could do is, because them have 2 ways of them treat Georgias. Them have a cap at like $40,000, and I was researching it last night. They have a cap at $40,000 for child support, right? And then if after the $40,000, if you make like in excess of the $40,000, what they may do is that they may like vary the amount. So they may say, okay, well, you know what? Because you make so much above $40,000, we would give you like an amount based on the situation that you have. However, you're going to have to discount that based on the fact that he pays for things, meaning like him pay for school, him pay for health insurance, he pays for the other pieces. So I think when we're researching, you're probably like getting somewhere between maybe like 7 and maybe like 12 grand, something to that effect. That would probably be her monthly amount, which is still way less than what he gives her, because at the end of the day, he give her money to do a bunch and a myriad of things. So I don't know. I don't see it. I do not see it. I just see a threat. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe O'Neill is wrong. And ladies, I know you thought something else would happen, but it didn't. That's basically where we are. Anthony and Shayla are just what they are. So they're not the usual, typical scene that we normally see out there in society. But we continue to watch, like, share, comment, subscribe. Talk to y'all soon.